A daughter worried about her missing mother follows a cell phone signal to a homeless encampment where she makes a horrifying discovery.
She finds her mother's body and that of a friend inside a tent with signs they may have been mauled by a dog. KTLA's Carlos Salcedo spoke with the family and joins us live in the Westlake district with more on their traumatic ordeal. Carlos.
Micah, share a very heartbreaking story. A daughter finds her mother dead inside a homeless encampment. Now, tonight I spoke with the victim's daughters. They tell me that she was not homeless, but did struggle with addiction years ago. A chilling discovery in the streets of LA. A young woman is inconsolable after finding her missing mother dead inside a tent. 46-year-old Lucrecia Barajas and a male friend were discovered Monday with signs their bodies may have been mauled by a dog. Ariana, seen in the video, was too distraught to speak with us tonight. Her sister, Amelie, recounting the phone call she got.
She called us to tell us that she found our mom dead. And, it devastated us. We didn't understand how it happened.
It's unclear exactly how Lucrecia died. Her daughter's describing her as a loving mother, an Army veteran who they just saw over the weekend.
I want people to know that she wasn't a homeless drug addict, that's for sure, because that's not true. Some people are coming to that conclusion, and I don't think that's fair. To me, I feel like she was just at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Residents who live on Huntley Drive near the Westlake district describe the scene.
When I heard her harrowing screams, it just shook us all to our core. We all just started shaking because we absolutely knew someone's dead outside.
They say the homeless encampment attracts drug users and people breeding and mistreating animals. Neighbors stress the area is a health hazard, not just for the unhoused, but for residents who pay taxes. Community activists say the city isn't doing enough to curb the problem.
The neighbors complained about the dogs that were in this situation, the encampments. The city did nothing, and we feel that these two individuals would still be alive if those encampments weren't there.
These concerns come as Governor Gavin Newsom demands cities and counties address unhealthy encampments immediately. The mayor's office sent KTLA a statement reading, "This case reinforces our urgent need to address this grave humanitarian crisis. We will continue collaborating with the council office to bring more Angelenos inside and do all that we can to improve public safety." And an official cause of death has not been released. LAPD detectives say they don't suspect foul play. In the meantime, the family has set up a GoFundMe page to help with funeral arrangements. You can find a link to that by heading to KTLA.com and clicking on our story. We're live in downtown LA. Carlos Salcedo, KTLA 5 News.
Lucrecia, we're here in Los Angeles. You're homeless, living in a tent. Tell me about it.
Well, I became homeless 3 years ago. I'm a cancer survivor. I went through cancer through treatment for 7 months. I was diagnosed with lymphoma at a late third stage cancer, which very little hope of remission, very, very slim. But thank God, after 7 months of really hard treatment, I was able to recover and became cancer-free.
Now, how did you end up homeless?
Well, I lost my job, lost my house, and then I ended up having to move in with my parents. And because of the amount of people that were living at the house, the manager would not allow us to be there, so I had to leave. And I had to leave my kids there with them.
Now, is that because of your health crisis?
Because of, well, in the apartment, the management was like, I was not in the contract at that time. Yeah. So they wouldn't allow an extra, and if I stayed, it would be an extra like $600 a month that my family had to pay. So.
Yeah. So I just was wondering, did your cancer and your health crisis play a role in?
Of course, that's what brought. Basically, that's how I ended up losing my job because I had a chemo and radiation together as a combo. So the treatment was very aggressive. So that I had missed work to the point where I couldn't stay working. My health just got worse. Yeah. Because even though cancer was gone, my immune system was really, really deteriorated.
Now, you are also a veteran.
Yes, I was in the Army for 4 years.
Now, isn't there any help I understand there's a push to get veterans off the streets.
There's a V8, and I mean, there's just my way of thinking. I haven't gone because of my situation. You know, once I became homeless, I became a drug addict, and I just feel that there's veterans that really need the money, and I didn't feel right about taking that money that belongs to people that really need it just because of bad decision that I made. So I decided until I got out of this situation that I will actually get my benefits and just leave somebody that really needs them.
So did you start doing drugs when you ended up on the streets?
Yeah. Actually, right before, it's kind of like I was going through treatment. I was a single mom, had a job, and basically the only thing that they introduced me to meth, and that was the only thing that would keep me up and running to be able to go through treatment, to go to school, and then do the single mom thing and do the job. So that's how, and then it was very, you know, like everybody thinks you're stronger than that, but nah, this is something that you have you lose control over.
And then when you're out here, meth is almost the perfect drug because you don't want to sleep out here and you got to hustle to...
Basically, it keeps you up and safe from all the dangers out here. You know?
When you're sleeping, you're vulnerable.
Exactly.
Even somebody that's Army trained.
Exactly.
So what now?
Well, the good thing is that my use of meth is done and over with now. I do smoke weed once in a while, but I mean...
everybody smokes weed anymore. It's legal, I mean, gosh.
But I mean, my plans are right now, gradually, little by little, I was able to talk to I never lost contact with my family. I was being involved with my kids no matter what. I'm involved like in school, and then I go home and do whatever I gotta do, birthdays, everything. And I do work a part-time job. I do whatever comes my way. They tell me, like, the other day, 7-Eleven asked me to go throw some concrete away. For 30 minutes, I got $150, so I'm still responsible for bills and stuff for my kids.
So you're not doing meth anymore. Mm-hmm. You're working the best you can.
Mm-hmm. I was able to contact my parents, and they want me back home. They finally do want me back home, and they always wanted me, but it was more like a pride thing. But I was like, my dad kind of threw me out at the time. Yeah. But I mean, I'm gradually, like, I'll go home and just like a day and just spend a day out here with the people, because my family's out here too, so you don't leave your people behind just because you're doing better. This is my family, it's street people.
Now where's your family at?
Here, just about 5 minutes away from here.
Oh really? Mm-hmm. So are you going home?
Yeah, I'm going home. Like I'm saying, it's a process of adapting back.
Yeah.
Because kids are not used to mom being at 80% or 70%. They're used to mom being at 100%, and I have to get myself back to 100% because they don't have to settle for less. They have no fault in this, you know.
Yeah.
So,
and how long have you been out here?
3 years.
Yeah. And so now, it's a process. What people don't understand is you adapt out here. This becomes your culture. This becomes everything. And going back into a normal society, there's a whole lot of new challenges. And reconnecting with family and kids,
yeah. It's hard because, like, the level of patience I used to have with the kids is so much less than I used to be. Like, I was used to, that's all I knew, being a mom, working and being a mom all the time. So now it's like, when I'm with the kids and they all try to talk, get my attention at the same time, I get kind of anxious. It's because I got unused to being all alone with the kids, and that's why I'm doing it little by little, because I need to adapt back to what I used to be. Yeah.
That's smart. Proud of you. How long off meth?
About half a year.
Half a year, 6 months. That's great. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. I was out here for 7 years, and I have 24 years sober.
Wow.
And meth was how I got up, and heroin was how I got down.
Oh,
and
wow.
that was my thing. So congratulations. You can do it. Oh my gosh. So awesome. And you're going home, so you're not going to be homeless, pretty much.
Yeah, basically, I took a lot of my stuff back home, and my kids are like, they understand. They're not pressuring me, because my mom told them, don't pressure her, let her come home gradually. Like, and also, I have worries out here. I have people that I love that are here with me, and it's like, one of the things that holds me back, I like my dad, my street dad, basically the person that took care of me from the day I was in the streets to the last day of life that he had. He died for 5 months ago in his tent. We used to live on the other side of the other block, and we found him dead in his tent. So it's kind of like an emotional thing. Like I feel like if I leave here, because I wasn't able to bury him because I didn't have no legal rights over him.
Yeah.
So his body was there for until they do the whole bunch of bodies, they burn them or whatever they do.
Yeah.
I couldn't claim his body. I tried, but I couldn't. So it's kind of like I feel like leaving here is like leaving him behind. It's kind of like
Oh my gosh.
yeah.